Hello, good morning. This is Beauty Manifested and I am Danny Gatij, and of course I have another dating insight. So my nieces are in town visiting me. They're twins and they're 9 and I'm obsessed with them. And yesterday we were watching Disney movies. So we watched one of my favorite Disney classics. I don't know if it's classic, but one of my favorite Disney, Starstruck. So good. Starstruck, cameras flashing. Yeah, so anyways, I just got a really great dating insight. It's so good. Okay, so basically in the movie, he's like a superstar celebrity and he ends up falling for just an ordinary girl, and of course they go through their drama. And when I tell you, throughout the whole movie we were cracking up because the girl was being such a brat. Like, she was literally being such a brat. Like, any opportunity she had to be rude to him, she was so rude. Like, she was like the least likable character ever. Like, she was the worst, literally the worst. And it was so funny, and he ends up falling for her because, like, he really valued her honesty, her radical honesty, even when it didn't serve him. Like, he really respected how honest she was able to be. And so they have like a big falling out in the movie. She walks away. She never wants to speak to him again. Boom. That was example 1. She sets a good boundary. She was not a little pick-me girl. She was not a pick-me girl the whole movie. Like, she was not going for it. Like, she was literally trying so hard to be the opposite of a pick-me girl. It was great. It was great to see. I was like, yes, nieces, like, take note. So she was the opposite of the pick-me girl. He was on that BS, as men tend to do, testing women, thinking they can do whatever they want to do. And she was like, oh no, you got the wrong one, not me. So she leaves or whatever. But then she gets kind of like caught up in the drama anyways, because he's a celebrity. And she has to go on the news and lie. And she finds a way to not lie, but to like speak directly to his heart. And that's what got him. And so he flew all the way across the country, went way out of his way, sang to her, did a whole news thing saying that he lied, he was wrong, and that he's falling hard for her, all this thing. Like, he literally crossed the whole country for her. It was a whole thing, just because she stood on what she said. She stood on what she believed in. She did not fall sideways just because he had money, just because he was cute, just because this, just because of that. No. The standard was the standard, and no matter who came into her life, it stayed the standard, period. Even when things got rough, even when things got crazy, the standard was the standard, period. And men love that. Men do not want you to be, oh, I'm so in love, oh my gosh, I would do anything for you, like all of that BS that I feel like they show in a lot of other movies. In a lot of movies, I feel like Disney movies do a good job in not doing that. And especially now with the whole like feminist frenzy, which is a little bit further than what I'm saying, but I'm pro that too, honestly. Like, I mean, not like, oh, I don't need a man, not that, but like, I'm not desperate for a man. Like, look how good the world is to women at this point in time. And I'm a black woman. Like, it's a beautiful time to be a black woman. It's great. I definitely am not desperate for a man. I can wait it out. Like, I don't have to take the first one that comes. I don't. There may have been a time in history where I would have to just take like the neighborhood boy who came and offered me. No, not today. There might have been a time when my dad could just like sell me off to somebody who I didn't want to be with. No, not today. I can take my time. I don't have to just fall. I don't have to take any BS. I don't have to take any BS, so you better come correct, because I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. And that goes for every woman. Like, it's a beautiful time to be a woman. You can literally have exactly what you want, and you have space, you have leverage. For like, we have leverage. And I think, I don't know, I wasn't alive back then, or if I was, I don't remember it. But like, we have leverage. So don't settle. And a man actually loves you more when you don't settle, when you hold your ground, when you stand up for yourself, when you have boundaries, when you have standards, when you're true to yourself. I mean, like, literally, duh. I shouldn't even have to say this, but just never lower your standards for a man. Never. And oddly enough, that is what gets the man. It was beautiful. And never go out of your way for a man. Like, he's gonna go out of his way for you. She didn't go back to LA to see him. Imagine if he had called her like, hey girl, I miss you, I'm gonna fly you out, I'm gonna book your ticket. Oh my god, I'm getting flued out. No, we're not getting flued out. He can fly to you. He can fly to you. We're not getting flued out for any man. You're not going to see any man. And the aunties would always tell you that. I guess I'm getting into auntie status. I guess. Well, no, because I feel like auntie status will be like, I have kids and I've been married for like at least 7 years. That'll be auntie status. So I'm not auntie status, but all the aunties will tell you, like, we're not flying to men. That's such an uncomfortable situation. Like, now you're all out of your element. You're uncomfortable. You're on his stomping grounds. Like, you're scared. Like, no, we're not doing that. He can fly to you. He can cross the country. He can come to your school around your friends, confess his love in front of your people. Like, yes. That's it. So if you guys haven't seen Starstruck yet, it's so good. Like, oh my gosh, and we were singing all the songs. Like, I had a blast. I love having my nieces in town. I'm fully in my auntie era. I love it. I love it.